Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Daily Entertainment News. And on this segment, we'll be talking about former TV host Jerry Springer. So let's get started. Jerry Springer, whose real name is Gerald Norman Springer, was born on February 13th, 1944 in London, England during World War II. He then moved to the United States of America when he was 5 years old and grew up in Queens, New York. Jerry Springer is professionally known as American TV host, journalist, actor, producer, and politician. Jerry Springer was a lawyer and a politician before becoming a television host. He first became actively involved in politics by working on the campaign for Robert Kennedy in 1968. He was also the mayor of Cincinnati, Ohio from 1977 to 1978. In the early 1980s, Jerry Springer began to work as a reporter at a local TV station, and then he became a news anchor and won 7 Emmy Awards for his commentary as a news anchor in Cincinnati. He did not win any Emmy Awards for his talk show, The Jerry Springer Show. Jerry Springer is best known for hosting and producing The Jerry Springer Show. The show debuted on September 30th in 1991. The show originally started out as a political talk show. Different guests would appear on the show to discuss different political issues that's going on around the world at that time. Like, for example, they will be talking about homelessness, gun violence, and gun policies. The first year of the show didn't attract any viewers and had very low ratings. In 1994, Jerry Springer and his new producer, Richard Dominic, revamped the show format to gain higher ratings. The show became more successful with its controversial topics and outrageous guest behavior. The TV show became a cultural phenomenal hit and became a symbol of trash TV in the 1990s. The guests on the hit TV show were confronted on television, on stage by their spouse, family members, about their homosexuality, adultery, and prostitution. And they would do this by yelling and screaming and violence on the TV show, making it a very hit show, bringing in 8 million viewers. The Jerry Springer Show was canceled after being on air for 27 years in 2018. Jerry went on to host other TV shows, such as America's Got Talent in 2007 to 2008. He also did Judge Jury in 2019 to 2022. Jerry Springer remained active in political and social issues by appearing on various programs and podcasts to share his liberal point of view. Jerry Springer passed away peacefully on April 27th, 2023 in Chicago. The cause of death was pancreatic cancer. He was 79 years old. 3 weeks after his death, on April 27th, 2023, there was a viral social media video going around. On May 14th, 2023, the viral video shows the former daytime talk show host Jerry Springer left his entire estate and fortune to his 2 biracial children whose existence had been kept secret for years.
He trusted me to handle the delicate matter of his last will and testament in the event of his untimely passing. We are here today because each of y'all have been named in his will, and he has asked me to play this video for y'all to explain his last wishes.
God, a video of Dad?
Jordan, I can't, I'm not ready for this.
Okay, it's recording.
Goodness, I got nervous all of a sudden.
I can stop it.
No, keep rolling. I can't be more nervous than my girls will be when they watch this, so... Well, girls, I thought I'd know what to say by now, but the truth is, I don't. If I know anything, I know you two've been fighting, probably moments before you hit play, but seriously, girls, if you're watching this, then I know that I've been the cause of more than a few fights recently. Megan, look at me, sweetie. Jordan, Megan, I know I wasn't the best father, not even the best example of a man for the two of you, and there's nothing I can do now to change that. I know that. But I do want to try to make right what I can. John and Misha, I know you don't know me, but I hope by the end of this, you'll know why I did what I did and why I've done what I've done. Where do I even begin? Well, first off, I know you've been wondering why your mother has been left out of all this. The reality is, this is what she wanted. And I don't know what all she shared with you, but I hope you're open to hearing me. And believing me when I say she chose this. Well, really, I put her in an awful position, and then she did the same to me. Shortly after you were born, Jordan, I met and fell in love with another woman. And I had a child with her a year later. This was obviously very painful for your mother. It was painful for me. I found myself feeling things I'd never felt for someone I would have never imagined. It was confusing and complicated. And I shared all this with your mother. She tried forgiving me, but she just couldn't do it. More than forgiving me, Joan couldn't bear the shame of divorce or outside children. So she forbade me from seeing that woman and our child again. And I did what she told me for as long as I could. But no matter how hard I tried, I could not stay away from Melinda. John, Misha, I am so... There's nothing. I loved your... John, Misha, I did a terrible, terrible thing. For terrible reasons. I let fear and ignorance and, quite honestly, hatred keep me away from you and your beautiful, beautiful mother. And I have spent the last 26 years in complete and crippling shame. And it is still a drop in the bucket of the immeasurable amount of pain I have caused each of you. My wife learned of your arrival, Misha, and demanded that I cut you off completely. I tried to reason with her, but she threatened to expose my infidelity and my illegitimate children. And I was such a coward. I'm a coward even now for making this video instead of making the effort to meet you. I am ashamed and disappointed with myself. I didn't know how to stand to my truth and stand up to my wife. I did, however, manage to stand up for you, John and Misha. While Joan kept me away from you with the threat of exposure, she did not keep me from providing for you. You see, I told her that if I had to accept a life without you, she would not get a red cent of my fortune, and that you would be named equally in my will in the event of my passing. But with everything going on in the world right now, I realize that I have to go a step further. Jordan, Megan, I leave our home here in New Orleans to you to do with whatever you want. The rest of my estate, my properties in Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina, my bank accounts, investment portfolios, all liquid and intangible assets, everything, all of it will go to my children, John and Misha. Girls, all your life I've been telling you to make your millions, and I hope you have. If not, you can always sell the house and split the profit. But my entire estate belongs to John and Misha, and it is up to them to do with it what they will. It is truly the least I can do, as I and this country have failed you. And hopefully one day, it is truly the least I can do, as I and this country have failed you. And hopefully one day, America will do what's right as well. It is truly the least I can do, as I and this country have failed you. And hopefully one day, America will do what's right as well. It is truly the least I can do, as I and this country have failed you. And hopefully one day, America will do what's right as well. America will do what's right as well. That's it, Brad.
Hello, everyone. I am the creator of the somewhat viral Jerry Springer video at this point. It was a play. It was a play back in 2020. I am an alumni from Tulane University, and we did a festival of virtual plays called Reframed, which was reframing the narrative with Black writers and actors, and it was doing a lot of great things. And so we needed somebody to play this character, and so we reached out to different people, and somehow we reached out to Jerry, and he was like, "Yes, I'd love to do it." He wanted to be a part of it, and so he did it. And so me posting it was my tribute to it, which is when I say that time when the people, my TikTok account is very small. Like I've had maybe, I don't even know if I've had 30 followers. I don't care. I don't look at stuff like that. My TikTok account is just for me to post. I do music and stuff like that. It's just for me to keep, to say, post something. So that when you look back, one day after you're better and maybe you do something, you'll at least, try. But when I say that, it's the same people that's on my Facebook and my Instagram, and they for the most part know what I'm talking about, and so it's family. I'm from a very small town in Louisiana. I'm not from some city and all that. I'm from a very small town. It's the same people who are on my platforms, and so I'm just here to provide some clarity. It was a play. This is not what happened really. Now, I put it in the comments immediately on the first video when it was 8 comments. I was surprised at 8. I barely get, but as I'm saying, it was a play. Please stop spreading. And to those people out there who think that there's a true conspiracy, who have been trying to block the videos, yes, I have posted the links to part 1 and part 2 of the whole video that we did back in 2020. But to those people who are trying to report me and other people who are trying to spread the truth, y'all are ridiculous. What in the world? Why are you trying to? It's not a conspiracy. It somehow, they just fell together like that. Lori Parquette just happened to write something that was really nice and neat during the time, and he just lended himself to it. It was an interesting person to be playing that character, and it was on YouTube back then, and we talked and posted about it back then. I guess y'all just didn't care then, And so when he recently passed, I was like, wow, amazing how that's amazing that I was able to actually be able to be in a play with him.
The viral video is actually a fictional play called Blood Money that was part of a film festival at Tulane University in 2020. So that viral video that is going around is actually not true. In fact, Jerry Springer only has one daughter, and her name is Katie Springer, who is 47 years old and is legally blind and is deaf in one ear, who he shares with his wife, Mickey Voltron. That is the only child that Jerry Springer has. Jerry Springer leaves behind $60 million. That was his net worth at the time of passing. My prayers and condolences goes out to Jerry Springer's family. May he rest in peace. Well, that's it for Daily Entertainment News. Thanks for watching, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one.